Welcome to Twisted Fibers Designs. In this video, I'm going to show you how to seam together stockinette stitch. We're going to do a row to row seam, which means that our rows will be lining up like this. Now for this example, I'm using a contrasting yarn just so that it's a little bit easier to see. But otherwise you want to use a matching yarn, or you can use your cast on tail. So we need to start with joining together our two pieces at the end. I'm going to come in here at the bottom corner . And pull my thread through. And then we'll come over to the other piece and do the same. Just grab something down here on the corner. And pull that one through. Now we're going to come back over to our first side, and we can see that we have our stockinette, first stockinette stitch is running along the side of our piece here. And sometimes this has a tendency to curl under, so you might have to get under there and kind of fold it back up. But we can see this is our first stitch right here on the edge. We'll go right next to that and find the first bar that comes across in between those stitches. And we're going to bring our needle up through underneath of that bar. We'll come back to the other side, to that hole that we had just come out of, and this time we're going to find two bars. So I see I have one right here, and then we're going to go up to the second one. So you should have two bars on your tapestry needle, and pull our yarn up. Come back to the other side, the hole that our last thread is coming out of. Grab two bars on this side, and I want to kind of pull that snug a little bit. Now again, I want to show you where we're at here. We are in this first, right next to this first row. So see, we have our stitch on the edge, and then I am in this row right next to that edge stitch. So we come back to the other side again, grab two bars, pull through, go into that hole that we came out of the last time. Make sure we have two bars on our needle, and pull through. You can kind of pull this tight as you're going along. You don't want to pull it too tight, or else it'll make your work pucker. And one thing that I always kind of do while I'm seaming to make sure that my seam's not too tight is that I'll pull it tight and then kind of tug on my work a little bit to make sure that it loosens up any bunching. So if you hold these pieces together and kind of give them a little tug, and it'll stretch those seams out a little bit so that you know it's not bunched up. So let's come back over to the right side here. Make sure we have 2 bars on our needle and bring it up. Two bars. And again, I've gone a couple stitches, so I'm going to tighten that up. Lost my needle here. All right, I'm going to make sure I tighten everything down and give this a little stretch to make sure it's not puckered. And you can see what a nice finished seam that makes. Don't forget to check out my other videos for more knitting help. And also don't forget to subscribe so that you can stay up to date on all of my latest videos.